Hey, my name is Badovlet. Today we will learn how to create a simple n8n automation for cold outreach. So we'll use LinkedIn for personalization, and we'll use also other some kind of stuff I'll show you in the video. So let's dive in. Okay, um, let me just remove this one. Okay, so we completely built everything in LinkedIn, this n8n. So we're gonna use LinkedIn for course personalization. So let me explain. There will be a name, for example, their name is Bagdalet. That's my name. There will be their surname, okay? That will be, for example, my surname, and there will be also their LinkedIn profile. Let's get my LinkedIn profile from here. Then let's paste it right over here. So what we did right now, we just create a simple spreadsheet that's for leads. Yes, here might be like thousands of leads, for example, like I don't know, like hundreds of leads. But for the simplicity, we're gonna only use one lead. But there might be also another information like company description or a lot of stuff. If you use another like Apollo or other kind of email lead finders, you might get a lot of information. But for the simplicity, we need only name, surname, and LinkedIn. Okay, let's start. Let's start it. So I'm gonna use Google Sheets for the first node. I'm gonna search Sheets. I'll I'll take Get Sheet. Append. Oh, Get Rows. Sorry. I grab this one, and if you haven't set credentials so far, you just have to uh, create a new credential. That's very simple if you're using n8n Cloud, because you just have to sign in using this button, only one click, you see. And if you haven't signed in, you can do it like this, or if you're using, for example, self-hosted n8n, then you have to do another complicated setup, which leads you to Google Sheets docs. That's not very hard, but they will walk you through how to do it. So today's video, I'm gonna skip it. Let me just remove this credential, okay, because I don't need this one, and I need only this one. I'm gonna select the LinkedIn leads that we just created. I'm gonna select the available leads. Yes, this is the sheet that we just created. Okay, I got it. Let me just execute the workflow, what I get. Okay, awesome. I get one item, which is my name, surname in LinkedIn. That's awesome. So here I'm gonna use Apify. I grabbed it like yesterday, or maybe, yeah, because I had an idea to do it. So let me just remove this one, so I'll show you everything from scratch. For now, I can close this tab. Let me go Apify. If you aren't familiar with Apify, Apify is a great tool for scraping a lot of information. There are a lot of actors, they call it actor. So it's just simply, I would say, a workflow that can use Python or other kind of codes to scrape a lot of data. So in today's video, I'm gonna use an actor called LinkedIn Post Scraper, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I had it in here, this one. Yeah. So for example, let's open up Apify. If you need any kind of scraper, you just have to search. For example, I want to search TikTok, for example, Instagram, Instagram post scraper, for example. It's right there. I don't have to. So you just search it and you find it and you click on it and you just click try it. That's it. And here you'll see their pricing, input, JSON examples, for example. We'll need this one because if you're using n8n, for example, they will ask your input JSON. So let me just close this one. So I'm gonna use this one. From here, what I need is my how to say Apify. I mean API from here. Let's go to where's my settings? It's right here. And when you go to API section, you just have to copy and let me search for Apify from here. And from here you can select run an actor and get the data set. This is that we are looking for. What it does, it runs the actor and also gets the data from Apify. So you don't have to do two nodes, which is very cool. When you're setting up your credentials, that's very easy. Just click create a new credential. You just select this API key and paste your API key. That's it. I'm not gonna paste it because whenever I do, it will be shown, and so for the safety, I'm not gonna paste it. That's very simple. Okay, so from here you can select the actor, or you just can let me show you. For example, if you enter the actor, you see the ID, which is right over here between actors and input. You can just copy it, and you just by ID you can run them. So second thing, what I need is JSON example. This is a JSON example. I just have to copy it and I paste right over here. Let me see what I need. So let me see. Look, from here you can select how many pages you want, they say, and how many results you want. And also you can do pagination token. If you click it, they'll explain. But in this video, I only want one page number, and I also want result. Why? Because I want the last post that people posted, because I could get like thousands of posts that they have posted. You see? So I want only one post they posted. So that's why limit is 1, page number is 1, and username is any username. You can type it manually, or another cool thing, why are we using this cool shit? Because let me just rename it. Dates, for example. You can just grab them from here, okay? But the thing that I don't like it, because it says http blah 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 linkedin.com/in-bagdawlet. So what I want, only this one. So how to do it? So there are two ways that you can use code node, or you can use another stuff like filtering, some kind of stuff in n8n. So for this video, I'm not gonna use filtering, I'm just gonna use code node. So I'll show you how to do it. Very simple. If you don't know even how to code, that's very simple. There's there will be AI that you can ask AI. So let's give this input I can't. Maybe like this one. Hey, let's do like this. Hey, this is the input. I want this kind of output. So write me a code. So I'll say like this, and I'll give this input from here like this, and this is the output that I want. Let me just get this one, okay? Okay, let's generate code. Generate and replace code. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what it does. If it doesn't work, you can always use ChatGPT. That's that's your lifesaver. Okay, it generated something. Let's see if it works. Let me just okay, use this one. Let's see what it returns. Okay, seems like it didn't work. Yeah. No, it's not working. Let's use ChatGPT. And hey buddy, I'm gonna let's say something very simple, okay? Hey buddy, uh, the things that I want I described, and I'm using n8n, and I want the code was written in JavaScript. I'm using code note, and I want just simple output, which is my handle. Okay, let's try if what it does. No. Hey buddy, the thing is no. I'm using n8n. Okay, n8n. Let's give it a shot. Okay, this is the code gave me. Okay, that's sweet. Let's try it because it seems very complicated. It seems the last one looks very easy. I guess it works. No way, it didn't work. Let me just screenshot it and give it to ChatGPT. Fix it. So it's how you troubleshoot. if you don't know how to code, that's how you do. So most of the time, that's what I do. Well, I know some Python and JavaScript and JSON, but I'm not gonna use because I want very quick thing. Okay. Okay, it seems it's working. Let's connect them and get my handle from here and just do like this. If you are very new in and then what you can do is just you can take it and drag it and release where you want, okay? Or you can do like this. For example, you can just type if you want. So we want this handle, okay? What you do is just do JSON $, JSON dot and the thing that you want, handle. That's it. You can type it on your own or just take it from here. So let me just run this workflow. So another cool thing, you can freeze them using P button. So it will pin them. So every time you execute the workflow, they don't execute again. So it will use the saved data. So it saves a lot of time while testing around. So if we go to the actor, I'll see it just finished and it's green, it means it's finished. So what I got a lot of information here. Let's see. This is a post. Let's use JSON and URL of the post and type of the post and author, it's me, my handle, everything about me. That's crazy, man. Like URL, yeah, there are a lot of information about me, and the even it gives the image. So let's try if the image is really the image that I posted. Yes, this is the exactly the image that I have posted. Yeah, it gives everything, even pagination token. I'm not sure what really means, but okay. What I need is only this thing. This thing. So let me pin this one. You can pin by just using this P. I'm so for the next node, I'm gonna use ChatGPT or any language model that you want. I didn't set ChatGPT's credentials, so for the language model, I'm gonna use Gemini because I remember I have connected already their credentials, and I want is message model. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this looks good, and Flash is okay because that's faster. We're just gonna generate an image. That's it. Hello, how can I help you? Did okay. Here you have to give a prompt. Hey buddy, you are email personalization writer. What do you do? Let's do some kind of stuff. You'll be given LinkedIn post. You have to write a personalized 2 lines of email copy. Okay. That looks good. And here's here we're gonna use this user prompt. Right now we're using user prompt. We're not gonna using we are using user prompt. Let's do it for model, and you can also add new prompt, which is user. You can just keep this one right here. And simplified output, that's okay. Output content as JSON. Yeah, that's okay. That we need as JSON. And for the tools, I might need a parser, but for the testing, let's use nothing. Let's test it out. So it takes some time. Okay, generated. Okay, it seems we got the text. Yeah. It gave. Okay. Since I want only 2 sentences and very short, I'm not gonna use any this /n. Yeah, I'm not gonna use them because that will be like in one string. That's what I want. So I have to write it in this prompt. Don't use slash. Maybe this one, I guess. Yeah, this one. Yeah, just I write like this. I want in one string. Yeah, that looks good. Let's try it again. Let's save it. Okay, I guess it gave me a cool result. Yeah, that's the thing that I want. Let me see if it is very company product. What the hell? I noticed you're building company slash product and suspect you're tired of average when oh that sucks. Mm, let's give more information. Let's give more information. Hey, but you just have to, during writing cold email copy, you just have to mention the thing they have posted and you have to roast their post. Like you have to say, oh, you did good job, something like that. And keep it like short to simple sentences and use casual Spartan tone. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that looks awesome. Let me just give it here is here's the LinkedIn post. LinkedIn post, and I have to also say yeah, that's cool. And do not use any icebreakers. Okay, that's what I need. Let me just test it out. While you're working on uh, like while you doing your automations, you have to test it out because if you believe that the outcome will be the like you have thought, but in fact it might not be like that. So I always recommend you to test while you're building your first automations. Okay, even though you're pretty good at n8n or good at like prompt engineering or some kind of stuff, just you execute them once and test it out. Let's get back to the work. Let's see the result. Okay, that looks very nasty. My goodness. It looks pretty weird. Email copy, blah blah blah. Yeah, that looks pretty weird. Let me use just parser. There should be a tool. Let me see if there is. No. Okay. Let me just look for output. There's no tool that I need. No way. Maybe that's because they changed name, or maybe I'm not typing correctly. Let me check on Google. Maybe like this parser. Yeah, it's output parser node. No, there's no way. Okay, we have to let's content with now JSON. Okay, maybe that's the easiest solution. Okay, yeah, it works. Kadir post about building websites for founders tired of average. Guess everyone else is just slacking off them. Huh? Solid pitch. No way. Um. Okay. For the start, it's very cool. I love them, but that's gonna be like hook. Okay. So don't ask any question. That will be like that will be your hook, because after that I will write my own script. So use it like a hook, and don't ask follow-up questions, or don't do any CTA. Okay. So that's the prompt that we want, and I guess we're pretty much done. Yeah. So let me prefer my. Let's see. Sire post about building website for founders tired of average. Sounds like you are crushing it and making sites that actually get results. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Very, very, very cool. The next thing that I want is just I want them. I want the system mention their LinkedIn post. Okay. While you write a copy, say like, "Hey, buddy, I just saw that you posted on LinkedIn. Just mention LinkedIn." Yeah. While you're adding, say like, "Hey, buddy, I just saw that you posted on LinkedIn this, blah blah blah." Like, just mention LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much it, and we're gonna store this information in Google Sheets. Let me append row in a sheet, or append or update row in a sheet. Okay, that's that's the sort of thing what we want. Okay, hey buddy. Maybe I have to remove hey buddy, because I'm gonna use hey Zach, then uh slash n, then I just saw your post there. Don't greedy. Yeah. Because I messed up here. Yes, that's my fault. And I have to say don't create. Don't create. Mm-hmm. Let me just do this thing. Let me fix this one. So I'm gonna use this one and this one. Let me see the output. Yeah, I just saw that you posted on LinkedIn this exhaustive list of all the premium features your website boasts. You really made sure everyone knows they are not average. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna store the hook into the Google Sheet. Okay, we don't need name. Let me use a name. Yeah, let me use a name. No, LinkedIn URL. I'm gonna grab this one from here. So, if you're very new in n8n, if you don't find the thing that you want from here, you have to check this uh, like previous nodes, okay, old ones. So you just have to like toggle and take the thing that you want, or you can just code it. So in order to use JSON, you have to start with $sign, then braces, then there will be this sign. I forget this one. Sorry. Then you'll type the node name, then there will be item, JSON, then the thing that you want. This is the LinkedIn. And we don't need name. Let's remove this one and surname. We don't need this one. So I forgot one thing. Let's go into my sheets. Let's remove this one. Then let's open up this one really quick. And I have to put here email hook. That will be my email hook. Let me beautify this shit like that so it looks awesome. Okay, let me just update. It seems that we got the thing that we want, and I'm gonna put this text into this spreadsheet. Okay, let me save this one. Well, the next question might be, well, Bardolet, so we learn how to do it, and you can, let me just pin the thing and run it away, and so it's right over here. Okay, this is the hook. Okay, so you might say, so we learned this thing, how we'll use it for a lot of leads. I'm gonna show you right now. Let's assume you have a lot of emails, but here all of the email leads identical, all of them are me. But don't worry, assume that first name will be Zach, for example, that will be, for example, like Matt, for example, something like that. And here will be like not in Bagdalet, maybe just Bagdalet, or like Zach, something like that, maybe. Yeah, I have to do this one, Zach. Okay, so what you do is very simple. Let me get rid of others. Yeah, let's assume we have 6 leads, and let me just unpin them. Let me save, and we are gonna use loop over items. So batch size will be 1, because since we are giving only one handle here, okay, because we're gonna give only one username when we are running this actor. So replace me, just remove this thing, we don't need that thing. Let me remove everything, and loop start from here, yeah, from this JavaScript code. Then it will finish here and go back to the loop again. So you just have to reconnect it to the loop itself. Let me just put a limit here. You can use limit node if you want for testing. I'm gonna use only, let's say, 3 of them. Yeah, only 3 of them. And let me remove others, and let's make them identical. Yeah, let's make them identical. I'm so sorry, guys. It's very annoying. I don't know if that's, but it's very annoying. Let me just copy them and paste them. Let me remove this email hook. Okay, we have 3 leads, and let me run it. So it's running smoothly. Let me see if it is in there. So first one came, and second one started, and second one is getting prepared, and voila, it's right here. Oh, we oh yeah, it's updating the first row again and again and again. Why? Because we're using the same LinkedIn URL. As long as you use another LinkedIn URL, it will update the row that you want, so don't worry about that. Let me just copy them and paste like this one. Okay, let's assume it worked. So this is a simple workflow that we have built today. Let me okay. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. I know it's not the perfect video how you see on other channels, because on other channels videos will be like very good edited, and as you can see that I'm not that good at English. But anyway, if you like the workflow and the stuff that I'm building, just follow for more, because I'm gonna post a lot of information about it, and hopefully I will open a new community for free sources. And this is the first video for automation in my channel. You can check other videos in my channel, but these videos, most of them related to design, because my career started, to be honest, I know a lot of things. So in this channel I'll teach how to do this kind of stuff, because I know a lot of things about AI, marketing, ads, and funnels, and design, and website or development, something like that. But in today's video, I'm just gonna talk about automations, but in the channel mostly will be AI and automation stuff. Okay, thank you for the video. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video. I know it's not perfect video.